ABN. ABN.
Welcome to Crime Updates. Today, the 22nd day in the month of February 2024. I am Grace Dorcas Onyekachi. Like you know, the show is all about giving you the right security informations and all the happenings around the state. And today is no exception because we have the PPRO of Police, Abia Police Command, right here with us, and she will be enlightening us concerning some security tips and also giving us information concerning security issues around the state. She's no other than ASP Maureen Chioma Chinaka. She's the Police Public Relations Officer of Abia State Police Force. Ma'am, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I am happy to be here. I know this is my first time actually having this live program with you. It's a pleasure. I remain ASP Maureen Chioma Chinaka, the Police Public Relations Officer, Abia State Police Command.
All right. Okay. You've just met our ASP. In case you don't know, we have a new ASP in Abia, and she is the very person today in the studio. All right, Ma, we'll be having some of the security issues, informations that have been happening across the state so far, because like you said, this is your first time of coming to our station to address some security issues that has been going on in the state. So we'll need some of the highlight of all the security happenings in Abia.
Okay, well, I would like to start by saying that the truth is, considering the security around the state, when you talk about when we are talking of the security situations of the state, I would want to boldly say that Abia State remains one of the states that is relatively calm.
Okay.
Abia State is relatively calm when it comes to crimes and criminality, and by God's grace, the Nigerian Police Force, Abia State Police Command, has been on their toes as they have been working hands in hands with other sister security agencies and giving their best to ensure that crime and criminality is curbed in the state. So I will say, so far, I am not saying that there are no crimes in Abia State, but in the last 6 months there is a drop of kidnap related crime, or crimes relating to kidnap, crimes relating to robbery, unlike it used to be before now. So that is to show you that the Nigerian Police Abia State Command, they are on their toes and ensuring that the needful is done in safeguarding lives and properties in the state, and we'll continue to give our best because that is the reason we are here, you know. But we'll continue to give our best, improved on the result, until we ensure that all lives and property is saved in the state, and Abia State is also comfortable for all and sundry.
Okay. You know, recently we had some kidnappings of face again in Abia. We had a case where a professor, the vice chancellor of ABSU, was kidnapped. So I would like you to, you know, tell us, though he's been released anyway, but I would like you to tell us what did the police do in order to curtail that very situation, because it was an ugly one which occurred right here in Umuahia. What did the police do to curtail it so fast the way they did?
Okay, I want to say that the Nigerian Police Force, Abia State Police Command, we are investigating. We are using both professional and technical skills. The truth is, some of our strategies cannot be said publicly because we cannot give account of those that are listening to this. And if we must know, criminals are getting intelligent by the day. They might, in fact, they are more recent than most of the people in the state. Like, they are following trends of time, they are improving and equipping themselves to ensure that they carry out their criminal activities without being caught. So some of our strategies cannot be exposed, but the public should know that we have been working and will continue to work, irrespective of the fact that he has been released or not. We are still doing our investigations. Like last year, we were able to recover some missing children that some people came around. It's like the tenants came to the house and they made away with our neighbor's children. We were able to track every syndicate associated to the crime, and we have charged them in court. As we speak, they are remanded in custody, and those children has been released to their parents. This is to show you that we are working. We might not be telling you every step of the way, but we are doing the needful.
Okay, we keep hearing police is your friend, police is your friend, and still we have challenges where people will always tell you, please people, no, don't go close to the police because they feel intimidated by the police. Instead of running to the police, they rather run to family members. Issues that, like, there was an issue that actually happened here where one of our guests was, you know, was arrested live here on the live program. So what I got out from that particular issue was that this guy noticed there was a some group of people were following, they were trailing him. The first step he should have done is go to the police station and, you know, make an entry. But he didn't do that. And when I investigated that, I found that it's out of fear of, okay, I don't know what the police will do to me. So what would you say to Abians in the area of relating with the police, for them to be free, you know, to communicate directly to the police and relate to them issues that bothers them?
Okay, I would love to begin by saying that the authorities of the Nigerian police force and Abia State Police Command is not exclusive. We do not in any way support any act of misconduct, unprofessionalism, bullying, extortion, to mention but a few. We are not in support of it. The bedrock of the Nigerian police force is discipline. Discipline is our core value. We do not joke with it. And for us to be able to safeguard lives and properties of the state, we also need to be disciplined. So that is to tell you, I'm just insinuating that we do not in any way support any act of it. And we are not quiet about it. We have a unit that is mandated to investigate complaints against police officers, against their misconduct, against their unprofessionalism, anything you feel that is unbecoming of a police officer. There is a unit that is charged with investigating those matters or matters as such, and it is the CRU, that's the Complaint Response Unit. We have the office in the command. In fact, it is headed by my deputy, supervised by me. Of course, our overall supervisor is the Commissioner of Police of the state. So once you make the complaint, I did the press release last year. I don't know if you got it, but probably before I leave, I will drop those numbers, those lines with you, so you can give it out to the public. So this Complaints Response Unit, they investigate matters against the police. So if you are faced in any situation, in fact, during that my press release, I gave tips on how to go about it. When you are faced with a situation, it is not wise that you begin to fight an armed man for your life. It is not wise you fight an armed man. You're supposed to be calm. After being calm, if you have the opportunity to record or video, it might not be possible, but if you have the opportunity to video or record, you can ensure you record it. You can also keep evidence, or you take contact of witnesses, instances where you will not be asked to video or record, because most times it's really not easy videoing or recording. But at least if you can get one or two persons who were there, who witnessed the incident, you can get their contacts, they can stand as witnesses for you, and you can get also the details of the police officer, probably his name, because our name is boldly on our uniform, my name is here, and it depends who the person is. You might also get their numbers too, if he's a junior, if he's an inspector, or officers of the rank and file cadre, you will see their numbers. You can also get their numbers, you can get the location, you can get information of the officers, and you keep it. Then immediately you file a complaint. Even if you don't have all of those things, you can still call the Complaints Response Unit. They will attend to you. So these are ways that we can cope some of these things. The truth is, the vision of the Inspector General of Police is that police officer, he looks forward to a police officer that is rule of law compliant, that is people friendly, that is professional, that is ready to meet up with crime and criminalities in the state, the dynamics of crime and criminalities in the state. So it is a way to show the public that we are not in support of all of these things. We are doing the needful to ensure that some of those officers are investigated. So once we investigate them and they are guilty, they will be sanctioned as required. That is on the other hand. Then on the other hand, I want the public to know that the police is your friend. We are paid by the public, employed by them to serve them, and we will go back to them after our years of services. So you are the reason we are employed. So there is every need you confidently go to the police when you have issues. I am the police public relations officer. I do not only manage the image of the police, I also represent the interest of the public. So your interest is my sole responsibility. So I am telling you today that you are free to go to any police station if you suspect. Security is a collaborative responsibility. We cannot do it alone. In as much as we will collaborate with other sister security agencies, there is need we also collaborate with the community, which is you. We have an arm called PCRC, Police Community Relation Committee. It is that arm, it is an umbrella representing the public, whereby we police the community better through the community. So you see, we need you in this to ensure that you are safe. Everybody has their part to play. Let's do away with what has happened in the past. Let the past be behind us, and today is a new day. We should forge ahead. So hence I am saying that let us collaboratively work together. If you suspect anything, if you see something, say something. If you suspect, that is why it is called suspect. Even when we do our press briefing, we call them criminal suspects, because we cannot say they are totally guilty until we have taken them to a competent court of jurisdiction and they declare them guilty. So let us continue to collaboratively work together. I will be having programs. I hope to also partner with ABN, where I will be educating the public and bringing the police to the grassroots. In fact, you will know area commanders, division, you will have their contacts, emergency numbers, control room numbers that you need to have about the police, our CRU contact, and the PRO's contacts too. If you are scared to give out information, talk to the PRO. Let me be that coverage for you. So let us continue to work together to make Abia State a better and a safer place.
Recently, or should I say last year, prior ending of last year, we had reports of car theft. And it was on the increase, because a lot of people were reporting. I went to just have a bottle of beer and I came out, I couldn't find my car. But prior to now, I discovered that reduced to its minimal. So what has the police force been doing to curtail that in the state? Because it became like it's now a norm where people are always being watchful where they park their cars, how they leave their cars, and that was not telling good about the state. So what have you been doing regarding that?
Okay, before I introduce you to something with which I came here with today, I would like to say that that is why I say security is a collaborative responsibility. You are the first senior police officer of yourself and your environment. I mean, you are the first Inspector General of Police of yourself. You are the first Commissioner of Police of yourself and your environment. Means that there are some responsibilities that behoves on you to perform. That is, you must be security conscious. So it is important that you know security tips and practice them. If you do not know security tips, or if you know them and you do not practice them, the police cannot come and practice them for you. As you go around your activities, you can find out who is the security in charge of this event, where can I park my vehicles. So these are things you can be conscious about before parking your vehicles, and other security tips you need to know in ensuring your safety, the safety of your loved ones, the safety of your property as well. Now I will want to introduce the Central Motor Registry. The Central Motor Registry has been there in decades. It is just a plan, or it is a program to show that the Nigerian police, they are not sleeping. Every day they are on their toes, thinking what to do technically and professionally to improve the security of lives and property, not only in the state, in the country at large. So this brings me to still that CMR, Central Motor Registry, or you can say electronic ECMR, Electronic Central Motor Registry. it's been existing for decades, but it was revived again, and this time around they applied some technical and professional input to make it what it ought to be, to make it better, unlike it used to be. Because from research, it has proven that before it used to be analog, but now we have gone digital. We are also improving. This is to show we are also improving. And this central motor registry is fashioned to have all vehicles, not only vehicles, tricycle, motorcycle, we'll have them register. When we register them, they are collated in our database system, and having all of those details about the vehicle, it is linked to your NIN. And that is why if you're coming for registration, you come with your NIN and proof of ownership. So with these two documents, you'll be able to register all of these things, link it to your NIN. Now, if the advantage of it cannot be, if I begin to say it, we will not be able to live here. The advantage is ambiguous. They are just beyond 1, 2. You can't begin to number them. But I would just majorly say it will help in tracking vehicles when they are stolen, and if you are kidnapping your vehicle, it means we'll be able to get your vehicle, and we'll also be able to get you. Among others are parts or major advantage of ECMR. We have the office located at Central Police Station, Umuahia. If you go to CPS and request for the office of the CMR, they will direct you. It's close to the DPO's office. So they will attend to you, register your vehicle. It's nothing too expensive. It's something really affordable for motor vehicles, company vehicles, and in fact, we'll be doing one of ABN's vehicle for free. Wow. So this is to show our collaboration and support, and to encourage all Abians to make good use of this opportunity. And once you go for your registration, you'll be issued the ECMR certificate, and any money you're paying will be paid through a remitter, so you'll be given receipt. So we are urging all Abians, it's part of the opportunity or part of the ways we can curb crime in the society. So let's ensure that our properties are safe in the state. Run down to CPS and also ensure that your vehicles are registered. And just like somebody used to say, please do not corrupt the police. How do I mean? Go and do this registration so you wouldn't have to give police money on the way, so that they will not ask you for this certificate. So let's make good use of the opportunity, and together our dream of a safer and better society will be achieved.
Okay, we'll be back with asking the questions based on don't give police tips, because that's the area we're going to go to when we are back from the break. Go nowhere, stay with us.
Saying it's the news at noon on
ABN. If you wanna see the happen, now your ear and your eye you go sharpen. Current information about your surroundings and location. Say we keep you updated, ABN TV, our news be the latest. Update matters and affairs, information is our interest. ABN, news updates, ABN. ABN, state informate, ABN. ABN. If you wanna see the happen, now your ear and your eye you go sharpen. Current information about your surroundings and location. Say we keep you updated, ABN TV, our news be the latest. Update matters and affairs, information is our interest. ABN, news updates, ABN. ABN, state informate, ABN. ABN. If you wanna see the happen, now your ear and your eye you go sharpen. Current information about your surroundings and location. Say we keep you updated, ABN TV, our news be the latest. Update matters and affairs, information is our interest. ABN, news updates, ABN. ABN, state informate, ABN. ABN, ABN, ABN. If you wanna see the happen, now your ear and your eye you go sharpen. Current information about your surroundings and location.
Okay, welcome back to Crime Update. We've been discussing on security situation in Abia, and I'm still discussing with the ASP Maureen Chioma Chinaka. She's the PPRO of Abia State Police Command, and she has so far been giving us enlightenment concerning relationship with the police, and also giving us reports based on security situation right here in the state. All right, back to you, ma'am. Before we went on break, you talked about the public avoiding to give tips to policemen. So can you just enlighten us more concerning that?
Well, I said you should not corrupt any police officer.
Okay.
Hence, you should run to Central Police Station Umahia and do your CMR registration. So that was what I said actually.
Okay, so when the public find themselves in such situation where a policeman is asking for arms along the road, along the way, what should they do?
Well, I will start by saying or referring to what I had earlier said. The police authority does not in any way encourage the act of extortion, encourage the act of bullying. If you decide to appreciate a policeman willingly, to an extent I wouldn't say is wrong, but if reverse is the case, that is why we have CRU, the Complaint Response Unit. You can make your complaints appropriately and we'll have it investigated.
All right, there is something that I really like to point out here concerning making a report that is concerning a police officer, coming to make a report concerning a police officer. You know, over time we hear people say when you go to lay a complaint concerning a police officer, the reverse becomes the case, because it seems like those on scene, let me not be direct or forward with this, but we've heard over time people complain that I wasn't given listening ear, I was even asked out, some of them were saying I was detained, and it has been, and that's why it's as if people are scared. So in your own line, what have you been doing to, curtail this? Because this is your office.
Okay, the truth remains that there are some ideologies that have been sold over time, and those ideologies are sometimes false. People just tend to assume, like, for instance, saying all men are scam. Is your father a scam? Is your husband a scam? But the fact that you met a man who did something wrong with you doesn't mean you should now generalize. The truth is, good and bad people exist everywhere. I wouldn't lie. The truth is, good and bad people, they are there. Even in the family, there is somebody that is called the black sheep. In government organizations, in corporate organizations, we have good and bad people. We cannot deny the fact that they exist everywhere. And the truth is, police is also a professional organization, a security outfit. We tend to have good and bad people, and that is why we have put in measures to ensure that some of those attitudes are curtailed, to show our transparency and accountability to the public. Now, the CRU is a unit on its own, it's not police division. One of the things that have hampered results is we keep going to the wrong people. We keep going to the wrong place. But although they are supposed to be directing us, we're going for a radio program when somebody from Port Harcourt called my driver and was reporting a matter to him. Is she reporting to the police? Yes. But was she reporting to the right person? No. She was reporting to the wrong person who is in another state, whereas there are police officers in Port Harcourt. So the challenge is, forget about some of those ideas, that some of these concepts, people have not even really experienced it. They had it from somebody and they just took it that this is how it is and this is how it has been, and they keep using it as an excuse. Why not go and make your own experience, have your own experience for yourself? So I am saying that the Complaints Response Unit is not a division. It is a unit located or situated at the state headquarters. In fact, directly supervised by me. So come to the CRU. In fact, you don't even need to come. You can just make calls. They have their contacts. They have their social media handles where you can reach out to them. And so many people has made use of this opportunity, and some of their concerns has been attended to. In fact, I was telling them the other time, I said I will bring you to radio program so you come and testify publicly how we have been able to professionally attend to you. So we are telling the public to confidently come. We will ensure that some of those matters are investigated. But before I wrap up on this, I also want to say something very important. We must understand that he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. For the fact that there is CRU to investigate the misconduct of police officers doesn't mean that police officers will not also do their work or do what is expected of them professionally. If not, the society will be left in chaos. So it means that ensure that you are doing the right thing, not that they ask you to stop, you disobeyed, your particulars are not complete, you have erred and you don't want them to. That's why I said do not corrupt the police. You see, I was in a radio program when somebody said something. He said 80 or 100% of the people that are driving on Nigerian roads, we only have 20% who has their particulars complete. And that is why sometimes before they get close to any security agency, they are the ones already bringing in money. So just imagine you have all your papers complete. There will not be need for you to bring in money. You are also in a way curbing or curtailing such acts. So you see, we are in this together. The police is a reflection of the society. I am not defending bad attitude or misconduct or unprofessionalism, but the truth is that we are the reflection of the society. Why not do it right, and let us see who will now ask you to do anything that you are not supposed to do. But however, two wrongs does not make a right. So we are also working on our part professionally, and we encourage Abians to be law abiding and represent the law properly so that we can be able to stand in for them when necessary.
Okay, we remember in 2020 when we had the NSAS protest that was, it went viral and it was all over the state, and that prompted the police force into what we call police reform. So far, from the angle of the police, what have they done so far in educating, sensitizing, and empowering the police force to make sure that they deliver their job professionally?
I will want to say that some of what we do, we are not only focusing on the public, we are also doing our internal work. We are having orientation and reorientation through programs that we have. Some of them I cannot mention, but last year I was at a program at Uyo for PPROs where we were taught, we were lectured on how to go about our activities professionally. So this is to show you that the Nigerian police, they are not asleep. Aside that, some sports, some programs, some department has been launched. This CRU and the ECMR, we just revived. And also others, there is SIS too, others that we recently launched to show that we are doing our work professionally and technically. We are doing our orientation and reorientation to the public and within to ensure that we give out the best. Like I said, it is the vision of the Inspector General of Police to build a police that is rule of law compliant, that is people friendly, that is competent, and that is able to fit in with the dimensions of crime and criminality in the state and in the country at large. And we hope to continue to give our best as we also continue to improve.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am, for coming on the show. Really appreciate your coming. All right, I would just like you quickly to, give Abians your advice and also give out those security numbers that they can always call on.
For the security numbers, I'll have to. I can drop it and you give it to you, disseminate it later. So I would love to tell Abians that we must understand security is a collaborative responsibility. Let us leave the past behind us and let us do away with the blame game. If we keep blaming this, blaming that, saying how they are not doing it well, it has not really brought any solution. So the way forward is us taking responsibility and playing our part. if you play your part, and as the Nigerian police force in Abia State continue to play their part, we'll be able to achieve a lot. So let's do away with the blame game. Let us drop all those mindsets, the hurts, the wrong orientation that we used to have, and let us begin afresh, most especially this new year. Let us be security conscious and let us know security tips and practice them. As you are building your house, as you are moving from this place to another, have you considered your security? Have you done personal security analysis on yourself and your environment? As you'll be going to work and very busy, what is the security, or what plans have you made for the security of your children? Who are you leaving your children with, and how well do you know them? Do you attend PTA meetings? What suggestion can you prefer to the school with regards to the safety and the security of your children? How well do you know the transporter or the person, the tricyclist taking your children to school? What police emergency numbers do you have to call once there is an incident? What do you do when there is a situation or when there is an emergency? Before you even talk to yourself, what do you do? So these are the things we'll be coming up with, we'll be educating you, but it is also good that you tune into programs like this. It is just quite unfortunate that some people, they do not care, they are not abreast with what is happening. Even if you are not interested in world news, at least the one happening in your state. How come you are not listening to programs like this? How do you know what is happening around you? So it is also part of the ways of being security conscious. So it is not just knowing it. Knowing it is not enough. Know security tips and ensure to practice them. Collaborate with the Nigerian police. If you see something, say something. I'll be bringing all of them, their numbers to you. You will know them by heart. And as we continue to collaborate together, we will make Abia State safe for all and sundry. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for coming on the show. And this show comes your way every Thursday from 3 p.m., 4 p.m. rather, to 5 p.m. right here on your darling station, Abia Radio and Television. My take word for today is, if you know something, say something. Police is your friend. Until I'm back your way, same time, same station next week. Keep staying safe. Make sure that you are security conscious. Bye for now.
ABN. If you wanna see the happen, now your ear and your eye you go sharpen. Current information about your surroundings and location. Say we keep you updated. ABN TV, our news be latest. Update matters and affairs. Information is our interest. ABN news updates. ABN. ABN state informate. ABN.